Hey guys, it's Parker here, back with part 10 of Pyre. So let's commence the rite. As you await the stars, a form dressed in the raiment of the rites approaches you and Wolfred. You at first presume it for one of your next adversaries, the accusers, but he cannot be one of them. Beside you, Wolfred starts, something you have never seen to do. You observe the colors that it wears, an inverse of the Nightwings. Wolfred, sandalwood, it has been a while. No, this cannot be. The demon unfastens his mask. It can. You perished. I watched you fall. You did. I grieved for years, yet now you live. I do. Although these horns, they grow long ere I could walk again. Unbelievable, then why are you here now, Oralic? You know full well, Wolfred, to reclaim what is mine by right. The demon Oralic leaves without another word, just the stars above burst to life and seem to set the sky aflame.
What lunacy is this? 'Twould appear the Nightwings are to stand against themselves this time around. This is a mutiny, in violation of the sacred law. The exile whom you face, Oralec. Long ago he had his chance, and he relinquished it. He cannot simply claim it now, and I cannot preside over this nonsense. Good night.
What happened to the accusers? The stars showed we were to face them. They must have suffered a misfortune of some sort. Tampering with the stars' designs is not permitted, Oralic. Cheating the worthy of their rightful liberty is not permitted either, Wolfred. You must know I took no part in that betrayal. Search your heart. Oralic says nothing for a time, then. Where are your raiments, Wolfred? I have refused to wear them since, and show solidarity to you. And to elude the voice, I will suppose. Yes, that too. I see. You were never really very good at this anyway. We shall see if that new law is any better. We cannot be serious. What sense is there in us standing against each other? But Oralic puts on his mask and stands ready. I shall crush this lot of yours, Wolfred. You shall see that I am not so easily discarded, and should not deny my liberty again. What is going on? Reader, the adversary whom we face, Oralic, he is not one to back down. He was very experienced in the rites, even at the time, and so, beware, there was no one in his day who could prevail against him, and he appears even stronger now. I wish I had more valuable advice to give, and thus, I wish I had foreseen this. That Oralic, whoever he is, he's still our adversary here. Put his Pyre out. Such a triumphant you have assembled, Wolfred. Then, let us see what they can do. Come and face me, false Nightwings. I have no idea what he's gonna do, but here we go. Oxalas. You, who call yourselves the Nightwings, it seems that you learned something from Soundwood after all. But you are the Nightwings in name only, and as for the rites, it is a mockery of what it once stood for, all just a stain upon the legacy of the Strives. Okay, seriously? That was the most toughest rite I ever played. I just freaking concentrated and just not said it. I didn't even say anything. Okay. Oliver looks honest. Oralic departs without another word. Oralic, forgive me. I can fly free no longer, yet that anger, I don't feel anymore. Oralic, he has changed. Scarce resembles now the one with whom we traveled then. I'm afraid so. I can only begin to imagine what he has been through all these years. Reader, as you can see, Oralic and I, we have some years in common. A story for another day. I need some time to look at how this all affects our plan. Reader, sir, Oralic is a principled person. His freedom was denied him just when it was in his grasp. A doleful tale. Both of us should tell you more of him in due time. Of that I have no doubt. For now, it seems stars beseech you once again outside. There, deep in the infinite dark, once more you see a single star shining brighter than the rest. The path to freedom beckons you again. Once more, then, unto the fall of Solion. Excellent. Our plan proceeds at pace. We need but continue to make good on all such opportunities the stars present, as so much as possible. Then, our ranks within the Commonwealth may yet grow strong enough that we shall sway the people toward our cause. It shall be difficult, but the people have their hearts and consciences, and the Commonwealth has long since lost its way. The never-ending words of the hiring remnants, the passing of more sentences of exile than ever before, for increasingly more dubious causes. The burning of books, the outlawing of literacy, these are corruptions of the teachings of the scribes. Together, we shall prove it soon enough. Fulvis, sir, what of Oralic? Fulvis says nothing in response at first, but then... Oralic appears to have his own agenda now. We shall have to try and keep an eye on him, although our plan remains the same. Anyway, we have a mountain which we need to climb. Let's all rest up a bit if possible this night. We fly at break of dawn. You land amid the old masonry of Mount Elodio, at whose summit awaits the Liberation Rite. Thus begins our third ascent to the fall of Solion. My ancients in the Commonwealth report our plan is proceeding. Let us start again to liberate one of our own and raise the chances. With some time to prepare after having landed, you join Virtue on a brief expedition to the monument of Solion Burr. We do not fear ye, we do not worship thee, we seek to understand thee. We accept thy power and thy gift, for through our actions we extend thy influence. Soon you and she are finished paying your respects. You return to Wag in silence, feeling as though Solion Burr has shown you favor. You shall soon begin your ascent, though there is time as yet to pursue your vocations. Virtue gain, 2 plus hope for the next rite. You notice Virtue studying the Beyonder Crystal. She sets it down as you approach. The mouthy raids reflected our intent to summon her. She insisted that we are too young to understand. She must be referring to Sandra. It seems that Virtue may be able to invoke her. Stubborn, that one, possessing of an ancient understanding, olden ways and olden times. Many centuries of history, knowledge of the 8 scribes themselves, held captive there, within that green-tinged stone, within that rice of memories. Would that we could extract them in some way. Perhaps so could induce the right's obedience, reading one. For we, she heedeth not. She claimeth obligations unto only thee. Although, She stops and thinks very carefully. The Beyonder Crystal is not to be tampered with. Your fellow exiles know that its use is at your sole discretion. She backs away from you, still thinking to herself. Ignore our inquiries about this reading one. Our reasoning has taken us elsewhere. Her refusal to cooperate is like to be an ancient warning of some sort. It's possible that the southern boss knows something of her, but we shall not be tampering further with such sorceries ourselves. But the Rice refuses to cooperate, suggests the predicament suitably deserved. She heads on a huff, but just as the air grows still and quiet, you sense something from the Beyonder Crystal. Mouthy Ray, she says, can you believe it, reader? Ah, to be so young and foolish again. Sandra the Unseen laughs to herself. Your proximity to the Beyond Crystal must have been sufficient to invoke her in this case. That crone of yours is far too curious, I think, but it appears that even she has learned a lesson in this case. Thank the stars, I am beholden to no more than one among you Nightwings at a time, and thank the stars that happens to be you rather than her. And if the crone attempts to lay her fingers on my Beyond Crystals again, I shall just have to torment her dreams till she's my age. Do feel free to mention that if it comes up. Now, farewell. You know where to find me, lovely reader. She vanishes. It seems that Sandra proved resistant to Birch's tampering. If so much history is trapped within the Beyond Crystal, then there shall remain for the foreseeable future. While traversing the sheer cliffs on the way to the summit, you pass the monument to Molten Millis, and Headwind happens to take notice. Is this going to be my chance? I can't help but wonder, but I need to clear my mind of this. It's all just a distraction. I want to return so badly, and yet, while my friends remain here trapped, I want to help them free themselves. Please, help me in this. Soon you and he are finished paying your respects. As you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Molten Millis has shown you favor. Headwind gain 3 plus glory for the next rite. You and your companions arrive again at the Scribe's Gate before an archway carved of stone. Shall you, reader? The Mr. Lisitor, his counterpart, who seems unsurprised to see you all approach. The exiles of the Nightwings, and you again, Tariq. Greetings, Celeste. We have returned. The stars shine bright darkly these past nights. Nothing more than important of your arrival, is it? Likely nothing more. Now they are ready for you. Then come forth, each of you in turn. Please state your name and what is it that you seek while crossing Scribe's Gate. Wait, you. She points to Bertrude. You are new amongst this group. You shall go first. Please do as she asks, Bertrude, madam. We are known throughout the downside as Big Bertrude. We follow Sandalwood, for we are fond of him. He led us into exile, and shall lead us out. The gate guardian acknowledges her, and motions for the rest of you to proceed. Everyone does so, as before including you. Once you all declare yourselves, she regards you all for another moment, and beckons toward the mountain's top. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth to glory. Thank you, Celeste. Until the summit, Tariq. Wow, she actually didn't ignore him this time. Hey, welcome back, you guys. You know, I guess it's pretty decent spot for rest all of a sudden, because used to be it was real bad up here, you know? I'd be here and just wait and wait and wait. Something gets real cold, like I was telling you before and stuff like that. So anyway, buying anything, what? Hush doing business, you guys. So, let's commence the Liberation Rite. Again, you have reached the fall of Solium, where one among you can go free, provided you prevail against the chastity in the Liberation Rite. Reader, we will ask a moment of your time. We have to talk. As darkness falls, the Mr. and Wolford pull you aside. We have some news that is, depending upon how you look at it, potentially unfortunate. The lone Mister directs your attention towards the dark night sky. The stars are fading. It is true. With the advent of the Titan stars, visibly fewer stars seem to be shining than ones you saw in the sky above. Yes, the stars themselves are vanishing. Why, I do not yet understand, but what it indicates is this: the rites are drawing to an inexorable end. The light of the stars. Without it, the rites will be unable to commence. Anyway, that's the bad news. The good news is that there are a lot of stars to go. How many Liberation Rites may remain, I do not know as yet. The arithmetic is complicated. An estimation of the number of the stars, the rate at which they fade, the accelerating rate at which we're being summoned here. Anyway, I'll work it out as soon as possible. For now, I felt that you should be aware. We can inform the others in due time. At the moment, though, they have to start to think about, and so do you. Look forth. As the stars above begin to shine, Volver's words begin to sink in. It seems you have a limited number of chances remaining to liberate your companions, including this one now.
Congratulations, reader. It would appear the rites are drawing to a close. Doubtless the doing of that Orlek in all his bitter spite. For now, your exiles have another chance at freedom here upon the fall of Solium. So too do the Chastity, your adversaries. They fought so very bravely for this moment. Whichever side prevails soon shall send one of its own into the warm embrace of civilization.
The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirs is present and prepared. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirs is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the chastity, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Malney flourishes onto the ground and grasps his hand mask in his spindly fingers. A warm salutations to you all upon this blessed eve. I am H. Manly Tinderstuff, and I must say that I am very moved to be a part of these proceedings. It's humblest the privileges to return, quite soon I hope, onto the Commonwealth, where I shall dedicate myself in full toward the betterment of the society. I long to be a part of this glorious tradition, even when my freedom is rightfully restored, for it is not the case that styles such as us as we are called upon to lead. How you govern your Commonwealth is not our business here. Your intentions shall do not prevail in this right, Manly Tindersoft. Oh, but I meant no offense at all. I should serve well these rights, I promise. Why, I should think I shall be sending many styles here into the downside to replace me. I can think of quite a few who I think would benefit from experiences wonderful traditions for themselves. The Manly covers his face again. Now, as for you, Nightwings, make no attempt to undermine here, and nothing shall befall you and your loved ones in the Commonwealth. Is it a deal? As for you, Nightwings, you bring darkness with you. What have you wrought upon the stars? Celeste, please, we do not know what is amiss here. The Nightwings have come only to see that the liberation is carried out. Indeed, then, make your choice, Nightwings. Who among you is to be anointed here?
Who shall return to glory
This is my shot to go free, but I can't just leave the rest of you.
Who shall be at his side?
You got it, chump. Get him out of here. Sure, let's get him out of here then. Let's go. Now it begins. Do me a favor, if you please. It sounded like a good sport there, I promise to reward your handsomely once I am free. Let's go, you guys.
Commence.
Oh, what's this now? It seems to me the Scars so enjoy our company the entertainment provide that they are designing to reunite their powers. Absorb! Something stirs in the sky. If the heavens are to rain and reunite your pyres, then the rite shall continue, ere one pyre or the other is put out. What? Are you kidding me? That's so unfair. It's okay. We could do this, you guys. Okay, flinging it was not a good idea.
Audacious, aren't we? And there it is, at last. The Nightwings proved their worth. As for their adversaries, they did not. Thus ends the Liberation Rite. And thus the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Nightwings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. His adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Why this murder outrage? Have you any idea what you've done, you ingrate? We did it. Then, I guess that means I have to go. I broke my vow to him that we all go free together. Reader, my friend, why would you do this? Will you ever forgive me? Fikani. Wait for me. Wait for me. He remained silent for a moment longer then. Listen to me, all of you. I will not forget this. If there is anything at all that I could do back on the other side to help the rest of you, then I'm going to find it, and I'm going to do it. And at the very least, I will do everything I can to make sure that by the time more of you come join me back at home, there'll be a better place for all of us. Look, I don't have long now, so just thank you, all of you. I won't forget this. Then he plunges out of sight into the shimmer pool. His voice is audible but growing faint. It's happening. Goodbye, my friends. Reader, everyone, goodbye, until we see each other. Hedwyn, earn back his freedom. May he return in glory. I am trying not to cry. Godspeed, Hedwyn.
By their grace, the cycle of the rites may yet continue for a while. The 8 scribes gave their freedom so that we may yet have ours.
You prevailed in the liberation against the chastity. Already does the Black Landing feel quieter than usual without Hedwyn, who returned to the Commonwealth. You overhear some of your companions reflecting on this. Who am I going to complain to without Hetty around? Oh, cheer up already, Rookie. You wonder who, if anyone, among you shall be the next to go. Then, Wolford asked the group to gather. He says he knows what news he is about to share. Everyone, I must apologize to bring such news at this late hour, but I felt that you all would wish to know as soon as possible. The context of our plan has changed. He looks about everyone before revealing to them what the stars have revealed to you both. The stars above are disappearing. They seem to just be fading away, one by one, for reasons that the stars alone may know for certain, though we all may harbor our suspicions. See for yourself, if you have any doubt that this is so. A hush falls over your companions, all exhausted for the rite, and now stunned into silence. If this phenomenon continues unabated, and we have every reason to believe it shall, then the rites shall cease when the stars no longer shine. Permanently cease, that is. Your companions exchange glances. You sense negative emotions rising, confusion, fear. Before I gave you the expression that should the Nightwings not prevail in the Liberation Rite, there will be other chances. This remains so, however, my chances are now numbered. The exact number I have yet to ascertain. But, to be quite frank, there are more of us than we have chances of. You sense your fellow exiles are beginning to realize what this means. I know this must be difficult to hear, but it's not to be a cause for panic. Our plan remains essentially unchanged. We shall take which opportunities arise, and return as many as we can. I urge you all to take whatever time you need to think this through. At dawn, we shall head south again to Moonlight Alcove. We can discuss this further then. Now, please get some rest. Our path grows harder, though not insurmountable, not while we stand together. We can still prevail. The group disperses, some whisper in hushed tones, others turn to their quarters, speechless. There will be time later to better understand this omen. Following Hedwyn's liberation, you find Wolford smoking on his pipe, his eyes averted. He looks up and smiles as you approach. Hello, my boy. Excellent work back there. Thank you for your perseverance. though I was just reflecting on how very fortunate I've been in all this, not just me, but really all of us who had a chance to stand in the headwind are here. Ours is admittedly a somewhat desperate plan. It was vital to me, should the Nightwings rise again, that it be under proper care and guidance. I was just thinking how well Husband served in that capacity. Whatever it is to be the outcome of all this, no doubt his presence shall be missed. My ancients and I, we were unsure of him at first, a common boy like that, completely unacquainted with the rites. But, in the end, I felt that he was worth a shot, someone like him, sincere, determined, with loyal friends, and desperate to get home. Those qualities spoke volumes. Then he falls silent for a time. I have every faith that he shall strive on our behalf now in the Commonwealth, and it is my hope that he yet finds the one he sought. You and Wolford speak a little more of Hedwyn for now. You are left wondering what shall become of it in the Commonwealth. Good morning, everyone. We are at the mercy of the stars, and none can say how soon they'll shine for us again. Let us quickly recover for a while at Moonlight Alcove, and decide how to proceed. Best make yourselves as comfortable as possible here for the time, Nightwings. The rite's out to commence again before you know it. Until then, be well. Thus, you and your companions remain on the mountaintop, waiting for the stars to shine again. The cycle of the rites is ending. The news that Wolford and the lone Mist are revealed to you now threatens to disrupt the group's resolve. Who most deserves their freedom? Can there be any hope for your revolutionary plan to change the Commonwealth if too few exiles manage to return? These questions hang like a fog over you and your companions as you linger there on Mount Elodil. For now, the exiles of the night will stick together, for as many opportunities as they shall have. Many moons pass. One cold evening, Wolford finds you off on your word, own. Well, my boy, it's time once more, come see. Wolford indicates the sky, and through the snow we see that he was right. Soon all of our companions are gathered. Wolford regards the group in a steady manner. As you all know, I have refrained from participating in the rites myself. This was a long-held choice of mine, for a variety of reasons. Chief among those reasons is so that I may direct the plan, free from unwanted attention, both from our adversaries here and those who will oppose us in the Commonwealth. Another reason is, my past experience conducting the rites, it did not end on good terms. Before my time, the Nightwings comprised 3 exiles, Brighton, Arisa, and Aurelik. Little Teasel was with them as well, still learning in their ways. After Brighton regained his freedom in the Liberation Rite, the Nightwings took me in. A story for another time, but for one thing, I had capacity to read the ancient book. Anyway, when next we earned our way into the Liberation Rite, Aurelik was anointed for return. He had long been in exile, and his horns were beginning to show. We prevailed. Little Teasel snuffed the accuser's pyre. Thus, Aurelik earned his freedom. However, just as the shimmer pool was to engulf him, Arisa, she shoved him from the precipice, and took her freedom in his stead. She perished, of course. Only the anointed can transcend the shimmer pool, but warnings were missed, and paid the price. She was always restless. I presumed Aurelik perished too. To survive a fall from Mount Elodil, I was left alone. Subsequently, I made no attempt to reassemble the Nightwings, knowing that such treachery, such harm was even possible as part of this ordeal. I, frankly, still do not hold Arisa entirely at fault for what transpired. I hold, instead, the Commonwealth responsible for what put us in this desperate situation. And I resist the urge to think the rites may partially be to blame as well for pitting brother against brother, sister against sister. Wolford breathes a deep sigh. Now we see that Aurelik yet lives, at a time when our plan is already in motion. And, even the stars are fading, perhaps a signal that the skies themselves know that the Nightwings are divided, and that they do not approve. But, I choose to take it as a sign we must act. The stars have put us in a set of circumstances where each one of us may rise to occasion. The Nightwings and our plan need all the help that they can get, and so I have made a decision, which I wish to announce here to you all. In the name of the Nightwings, and reader, by your leave, I will conduct the rites again. Long have my skills languished in the matter, I admit, although I trust I shall regain them soon enough. While I once vowed never to conduct the rites again, our present situation calls for all resources to be brought to bear. So, if I may be of use during the rites to come, I shall avail myself. That's all. Now then, our reader shall determine where we are headed come first fight. Wolverine bows his head to everyone. All the others exchange looks, then, one by one, salute him in turn. Wolverine stands ready to conduct the rites again. Welcome him back to the ranks. Once more, the several stars shine bright into the night sky, revealing several pathways to pursue towards salvation. The stars await the will of the Nightwings. The withdrawn are really scary, but yeah, let's go against them next. The withdrawn, in which Ulnilde had designs upon the rights that have nothing to do with being free again. What they seek, no one in good conscience could abide. He then reveals what he has learned of her and her designs, which Ulnilde, one of the Bog Dwellers and head of the Withdrawn, a triumph read more interest in the legends of Yuzachta afterborn than in the rites. Her kind was known to be reclusive in the Commonwealth, yet she was proud in her disdain for common values. She practiced the unspeakable. Somehow, one day, her research into flammable regions grew into a obsession with Yuzach, despite widely held belief that he was dead or never did exist. But Umildia held that Yuzach is merely dormant and shall someday be reborn with newfound hunger, which can only be sated by devouring the world. Then at last could Yuzach return to his glorious home, and then Umildia would go with him. When Commonwealth officials showed up to take Umildia in for spreading unrest, she was all too eager to comply. After all, acceptance to the downside meant being that much closer to Yuzach's resting place, where she believed she had much work to do, where the withdrawn stood ready to assist. She speaks in seeming riddles, yet the depth of her intentions I think cannot be dismissed. Let us be on our guard, and therefore let us rest now while we can. He bids all for a restful night in kind. It is too late to take flight, so he expects to suppress all more come daylight.
I do so hate to thusly contact you, O reader. Yet an awful rumor reached me recently that you have within your retinue a traitor to the Nightwings and the Commonwealth alike. But you would never harbor such a traitor, now would you? I trust your time within the downside would have taught you that.
You rise at your fitful night of slumber. Somehow, the voice, which thus far has reached you only in rise, has found its way into your sleep as well. You shake free of it. The time of moonlight alcove has made everyone restless. The group is eager to set forth at your command. The unmistakable remains of Sylvia's horse-headed which protrude from the ash and fire there below. Some have taken it to be a work of sculpture, reader. The tale of a titan felled by Saint Triastides. That is more unbelievable than the thought that some daring exiles over many years carved the titan's visage out of stone. Be that as it may, the climate and the cliff are home now to exiled hearts such as the Sense, whom you faced here when first you arrived. Even they do not all know of the local sacred significance. wagon soars across the sky above Breakingwood. You notice Wolver appears lost in thought. You cannot sense straight away what he is thinking. Do not mind me, reader. It is simply that being here in this vicinity brings back a lot of memories and gives me much to ponder. I hid within those woods for many, many years, making preparations for our plan. I got aside my rifles, it became untraceable. There I waited for the plan to germinate. So, it means a lot, now to be here, above that place at last. Quite the view, wouldn't you say, my boy? There. Wolfer appears to have finished sealing some sort of document. He smiles as he approaches you. Hello, my boy. Was just on my way to make a drop. Report a bit of progress our supporters on the other side would like to know. It is not clear to you as yet exactly how Wolfer is able to communicate with ancients in the Commonwealth. We have our ways of making certain that such messages manage to make their way to whom they need to reach, most of the time at least. It's not exactly the most dignified of methods, but the messenger imp is as hard-working as the rest of us, or, dare I say, more so. Most things lack the capacity to do that job. They, of course, cannot traverse the outer boundaries of the downside, but they can squeeze much closer than any of us. Alfred offers to tell you more of this process. It seems that he has been using certain instant relay messages to his ancients in the Commonwealth for some time now. From that point, we depend on certain other means. A trafficker like Rookie would like you to be familiar with them. Then, my agents intercept the messages as they arrive. The messages are coded, in the off chance they reveal themselves before unwanted eyes, but even still, my agents put themselves in great peril there, supporting our cause and our plan. I cannot ask for a more dedicated bunch. A shame we cannot meet them, separated as we are. If we succeed in our endeavors, it shall be thanks in no small part to them. They have identified hundreds of citizens grown loyal to our cause, found hidden corners where they can speak freely. Their goal is to grow in numbers while remaining safe. For we cannot resist the Commonwealth if too few citizens stand with us, whether due to apathy, or fear, or lack of willingness to see our nation as we do. Some of these ancients I have known for many, many years, since long before my exile. Many were former students from my days of teaching Commonwealth doctrine. It was clear then who among us did not take the common view. These days I report to them our progress, and they in turn report theirs back. From that assessment, I update the estimation of our plan's success. Our chances of success increase substantially each time we liberate one of our own, but those loyal to us in the Commonwealth slowly gather strength regardless, knowing of our efforts. Thus do we inspire each other, like the dynamics which I see among the Nightwings here. Now, good afternoon then, reader. I have a delivery to make. He starts out of the wagon, bearing the sealed message. In spite of having checked earlier, you realize the black wagon suffered some damage to one of its wheels. May is already working on repairs, but not having much luck. I thought I could fix this, but I can't fix it myself. Hours later, the wheel is fit for travel again, although fixing it seemed to take a toll on her. No, she lost one hope. The wagon comes to a sudden stop after near miss of someone, or something that got right in his path. At first you see no sign of whomever or whatever it was, but then a voice rings out from off to the side of her path. The friendly yet somewhat aggravating tone leaves little room for a question as to who it is. Hey guys, so maybe watch where you're going a bit more next time, I guess. You must have scared Dad out to death. I mean, just look at him. But it's good running into you like this, because I got for you a really special deal. You know, some pretty out there stuff out here, and it's been slowing us a bit, to be completely honest there. Something about him, I don't know, but that just hasn't been himself. So once they open shop, why, these little numbers are gonna go flying off the shelves. And you can enforce this. All you gotta do is give us a lift, cause you're heading to the next chest, alright? Just ship us off for any good there, okay? The Bogland does not provide for you the most spacious accommodations, but it may have room enough for Fox and Ron. Barely, at least for the short remainder of your trip. On the other hand, he senses troubling energy from whatever strange artifacts he's transporting right now. I wonder whether he should get involved. Tell him to get it. Why not? I mean, we might get some free stuff. All your fellow styles exchange cautious looks. You invite Falcon Ron to climb aboard. Oh, great, thanks guys. I'll just squeeze our hinge. He does not. Dad, come on, put your back into it already. Eventually, Falcon Ron manages to get on board as he prepared to set forth again. Falcon Ron joined you. Welcome aboard, for now. After what felt like an interminable trip, during which Falcon Ron denied what even once ceased to speak of matters relevant only to him, you reached your destination. Anyways, thanks guys. Everybody said these stingers got here. Got dibs on them if you come visit me and Dad, that is. Now I'll be going, so be seeing you, okay? Whether for Falcon Ron sees his travel or the ill effects of his cargo, everyone's left feeling out of sorts. Oh no. Try not to think about it. God damn it. Falcon Ron, your merch better be good. Hey guys, thanks for helping me and my dad back there. Really, I was promised got something really good stuff for you right here. He paused for dramatic effect then. He revealed to you several artifacts. Black hoof. Oh. Black heart. And a black claw. Nice, huh? Guys, you got first dibs on these bad boys. I'm gonna tell you what, they're going to go fast. Okay guys, that'll be it for part 10 of Pyre. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.